Go Cougs, everybody.
Go Cougs indeed, Vasco.
Go Cougs!
Go Cougs.
Who was that?
Don't worry.
It was Solomon the dog, probably.
It was Solomon the dog. I have cheese and he's sitting on my lap. And, oh, don't steal the cheese, Solomon.
Guess what? They didn't
Just
get to
lie
lap
there.
it up.
Is cheese bad for dogs?
No.
No.
They're gone.
Dogs love cheese.
Jessica's fucking
I mean,
dead.
dogs love chocolate.
What? Did you hear me?
Chocolate, garlic, and onion are the three worst
pay,
for.
Really? I didn't know
I
that
thought
about
grapes
garlic
were
and onion.
super bad.
Grapes
Weren't grapes
and
really
raisins.
bad?
Oh yeah,
remember
grapes and
feeling
raisins. The professor just
Really?
interjected as well. Yeah.
Oh, God.
I wonder why
So many
that
random
is.
dog facts for someone who's never owned or spent much time around dogs, other than the office dogs at my old office. Hey, remember this whole situation?
Yep.
We like trekked around the mines for like 9 hours as Emily, and then finally we met this guy. Well, she ruined her probably... Oh, didn't she say they were $600 jeans or something stupid?
I thought it was her shirt. That was
Or maybe it was the shirt that was 600.
Oh no!
It's like Job's suit.
Use these? What were they? What?
I think we'll find out. Otherwise, you probably can't use them, would be my guess.
What were they?
Goggles?
But the goggles,
Do
they do nothing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do nothing, so...
I don't get that reference.
Are you serious?
Not goggles. Flares?
Simpsons?
No, I think they're flares. Are we talking past each other? We might be doing that now.
Alright, he's clearly not an enemy. He was obviously not an enemy when he didn't immediately just set us on fire when he saw us.
Yeah, I mean, if he really wanted to incinerate us, he had, like, many chances to do so. The flamethrower has some range.
Oh, what is this? Could it for be pressing buttons? Let's
Think
set it
you
on
found
fire.
yourself a weird bird totem. Ear, ear, ear.
What does it have to say? He has emotion. Great. Alright, my guess...
I gotta be honest with you, I can't even, like, really honestly tell you the difference between the, like, 5 different types of totems.
Yeah. They just, like, came up with a bunch of premonitions to put in them and then, like, distributed them
Right.
amongst the different totems.
But, like, there's, like, this weird level of effort to, like, making 5 categories, but not making the categories clear.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, like, a weird... Because you could just, like, dump a bunch in there and have you figure out what they mean, because it basically does that anyway. But then, like, why have them be, like, guidance and loss and stuff like that?
What was that?
Because
Yeah, the whole clue system is garbage.
No, the clues are flawless. The totems have some issues.
Okay, so kind
there was a shiny on the left.
There was some sort of interactable in that rock there.
This rock?
No,
No,
to
the
the-
other
now
one.
back to the right.
There it is.
Oh, I
There
see
it
it
is.
now.
See
when
that
it
Twilight Sparkle?
when it shinies is like
This
not.
is gonna be the way.
Yeah, that
You
one
had
was
to
weird.
shine your light source on it. So yeah, that
Whoa!
one. Don't worry about that. That was normal.
Oh, I missed it. Oh
That-
no!
Oh no! Not Emily.
Oh no!
I see you've given some thought to how to proceed from this point, huh?
That's definitely Hannah chasing her. by the way.
What the hell?
Now, what makes you say that, Tekazura?
I don't know. Go right. Oh, that was the wrong way.
Right was not the correct choice.
Gollum.
It like didn't make a difference at all.
It's pretty much Gollum, yeah. I don't know what
Gollum.
you're talking about, Tech. It's definitely Gollum.
Hannah Gollum.
Nagalum?
I don't think I understand that reference. Is that also Simpsons?
No, it's Hannah.
Oh, you're
Turned it-
doing a portmanteau? I didn't hear an H. I heard Anna Gollum, and I was like, is that like a character from a thing? I don't know.
Oh, sorry. So that would be like a Hollum.
Right. Yeah. Could be a hollow.
Oh, I see a claw.
See, I sort of see a claw.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. Stop! Uh-oh.
Don't move. Do it.
I was taking a sip of wine as it happened.
You're really good at that.
Oh!
Oh! What'd you do?
You got really close.
Oh,
Like,
no,
that's
a
a really
chain.
long one, too.
Yeah,
What
I
the
know.
fuck
I
the
got
chain
way
is supposed
closer.
to do?
Oh no, I missed it just. Yes! Yes! Eat her head! Stab her in the eyes with your nails! Hell yeah! That was brutal!
I'm
so
almost
glad.
disappointed, but that's definitely a way you get rid of Emily. There's
That
a
was
way I still
amazing.
haven't seen where... I don't think it's much of a spoiler, considering.
Crap. What now?
Basically, later on, if Emily's still around, people can be suspicious of her
You alright?
and decide that they're better off just killing her
Oh.
as a group.
Josh,
Oh,
Jess.
that would have been better.
Not Jess.
Oh well, that was pretty legit.
Sorry, man, but
I mean, she's very dead now.
Mm-hmm.
I got your back. Good.
Is there any way that she doesn't die?
I'm not 100% sure on this because almost everyone universally wants Emily dead because she's such a terrible character.
Yeah.
But I believe it is possible to get everyone out of this game alive. I think. It may not be possible to get...
the pistol, 'cause you need to take
No.
whoever it is.
I'm
sheer
not
good looks.
sure.
Well, spoiler
Things might
alert.
change.
Muscle and all that. Just, I should have the pistol.
Yeah, I mean, he could have just gouged her eyes out,
You.
but I'm pretty sure that
Not after what
she's...
went down in the shed. Come on.
We can.
man, I
He
tried
can
to protect
clearly see you.
Well, I
Like,
got you
there's...
covered.
Yeah, right?
Like, this is
Don't
not...
worry. Okay.
Alright, just let him in.
If I was that guy, I would definitely, like, wait a minute while they're doing that and then just, like, no.
Hold on there. Hold on there, mister.
You remember that time Mike only has, like, 3 fingers? Weird.
Alright,
Yeah.
Just take it easy, Grandpa.
Okay, everybody, just calm down. Now, just move over there. Go on, move. Let me say what I can
Alright.
say.
Is he famous? Is that guy
I'm here
famous?
to tell
I
you
don't think so, but I've never bothered to check, and it just doesn't seem familiar to me.
you should never have returned. I don't know why you did after what happened last year.
You mean with Hannah and Beth?
Yeah, how could you know without being involved?
Or responsible?
You hold on to your horses.
I'm sort of involved and responsible, but let me finish what I'm saying.
Your
It
mountain.
looks like...
Huh.
It
I'm
looks
sure
like,
Washington's would be very surprised to hear that.
Fuck, what's his name? Tim?
The mountain don't belong
The
to
Enchanter?
you.
Some call me!
Oh,
Tim?
I think I know who you're talking about.
He was in, a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Shawshank Redemption.
Yes,
He was
yeah,
in,
yes.
he was
The main
in,
guy from
Oh.
Shawshank.
I'm only gonna tell you this
I don't
once.
think that's him, but I
Looks
see
a
what
lot
you're
like
saying.
him.
It's definitely not him, but from certain angles,
But yeah,
I can
yeah,
definitely
yeah, he
see.
kind of looks like him, yeah.
Get off my
I
By
mean,
the
he
way,
put up-
Wendigo.
See?
Wendigo has been
I told
called.
you. He's guilty
Wait, what's a
as shit.
Wendigo?
Guilty as something.
Well, we're working on it. He's sort of getting there.
There is a curse that dwells in these mountains.
He's being
not how
very
curses work.
dramatic.
Man or woman
Curses can be on mountains.
in these woods. The spirit of the Wendigo shall be unleashed.
Oh my god, a Wendigo.
Oh crap.
Isn't there a Wendigo and Venture Brothers?
Probably. I know there's like a Wendigo in like season 1 of Charmed, and they do a really bad job of making it seem interesting.
Basement might be
Hmm.
okay.
Okay, get down there now, all of you, and wait.
What? Why? For how long?
Forever. Live in the basement. It is your life now.
Guys, I ran off and left Josh when I heard screaming.
Where did you leave him?
In the shed.
In the death barn?
Your friend will already be dead.
No. No, he can't be.
Who
we were
gives a
switching.
shit about that piece of garbage?
Quickly on this
I mean,
mountain.
hypothetically, he was their friend until 3 hours ago.
I'm
Yeah,
not
until
letting
he, like,
anything else happen to him.
pulled some crazy pranks on them that caused what's-his-face to cut his fucking
Chris.
finger off.
Don't.
No, it's unrelated though.
You're unrelated.
We
It's
thought he
true.
was so
It's true, we are not
so
related.
he got me riled up.
Cotillion and I. I don't know why you're bringing that up now. It
Chris,
doesn't
maybe
seem
he
relevant.
deserved it.
No matter what, we can't just
He
let
definitely
him die.
deserved it.
Then I'll go with you.
I don't need your help.
You're going alone. It's suicide.
I think you
Yeah,
do.
seriously. Why would you say, no man with a flamethrower, please don't come
Yeah,
with me to
right?
protect me from the
Like, I'm
Wendigo?
going to wander off into a potentially dangerous situation. I don't want your flamethrower on my side.
You don't seem to understand the magnitude.
He didn't even get a gun from what's-his-face, so, like,
Well, I'm going to get
he's a
Josh
beautiful
on
human
that.
and everything,
I'm
but,
going
like,
to get Josh. You're going to help me. Do you understand?
Tech, I think if it weren't for you,
yeah,
Darwin would have taken his toll on Chris at some point.
I tell you.
I even
seems
tried. I even tried to get him
just-
shot in the head, but that didn't
Yeah,
work.
but you didn't
so-
want to. That wasn't... I mean, don't you still want him to live?
I do.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to give you your one and only hint of this playthrough, because I've tried really hard not to actually direct you, even though I haven't maybe always done a great job of that.
No, you don't.
All right, I'm ready.
Be very careful now.
How do you know?
Trust me.
Okay.
I know.
All right, I'm ready.
Come back.
Wait, hold on. Need more cheese.
Yes, get that out of the way now.
Mm.
Hurry, son.
Little wine.
See you soon.
All right, I'm ready to do battle with the Wendigo.
I like how instead of, like,
You're the expert on these things.
being heroic or whatever, he makes like a really goofy face. He's like, I'll be back, and then just sort of
What's
looks
the
like
guy
maybe
gotta
he's
know?
gonna sneeze or he's trying to remember something, and then walks off.
You follow my lead.
Oh boy, here we go. I'm nervous.
So,
No need to be nervous.
how
Just
many
be
times do I have
careful.
to shoot it with the shotgun before it's dead?
How do you shoot again? Right trigger?
You'll be shooting it along.
Yeah, you like aim in the time frame given, and then right trigger.
Okay, good.
Slow it down.
Well, how do you kill it?
They don't like fire.
I don't like fire.
They fear
It's
it.
true.
And it can kill them if you have to. See, their skin is like, it's like tough armor, unless you burn it off first.
Ugh.
It's tough, flammable armor.
Tough but flammable. The Vasco da Gamer life
What are
story.
these things like?
The game has taken a very random and sudden turn. Where it's
It
like,
does turn abruptly here, yes.
we were like,
I think-
oh, it's a killer. Oh no, wait, actually, it's zombies.
Like you.
When
But
we were
not
talking
zombies.
about recording this week, I believe I had indicated to you like something like relatively major was about to be discovered. It was this.
Yeah.
We were in
Yeah.
fact very close.
Oh. Why?
I didn't ask.
All right.
The, pro Wendigo tips?
Oh boy.
Like if I rub garlic all over me, they won't be able to smell me or something?
That's not how garlic works.
Anything like that.
It is if you get garlic soap, maybe. Is that a thing? I bet that's a thing.
Like toads. Sight is based on change of the movement in their field of vision.
So if I
You ever driven past Gilroy?
Invisible.
Yeah.
What about
It's in
Gilroy?
Northern California. Have you ever driven past there?
No.
Oh, yeah, where the garlic
Yeah,
festival is.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
You
It
just
smells
like roll down
garlic.
your window. It just smells like garlic, just in
Yes.
nature. It's
I know.
weird.
I know what you're talking about now. Oh wait.
Tech, did you see the thing that he said?
No, what did he say?
Treat it like a T-Rex.
Yes, I did
Can't
see
see
that.
you if you don't move.
You need to be prepared for that as well.
Wendigos.
I still have a dog on my lap though, which isn't going to help with that. I still have cheese left, so I can't really get
Have
rid
you
of it.
trained? Have you trained Solomon to like survive against T-Rex?
I have not. Oh boy,
Well, that might be trouble for you.
it's not great.
Well, he's dead. Time to go back.
Yep, that's the end of that.
He's gone.
He turned into half a stool. I don't even understand how a Wendigo did that.
We gotta go. Right now.
We gotta find Josh. He could still be out there.
Do you like how we've known this guy for like 10 minutes now and he's still called Stranger?
Yeah.
He'll render you immobile.
He like gave us a shotgun and he won't tell us his name.
Strips the skin off of your entire body.
I mean, how's that going to help you, though?
To be fair, he didn't do any of this to Emily. He just stabbed her in the eyes.
Feast on your organs, one piece at a time.
Well, it
Yeah,
hated
but
Emily,
like,
too.
stop. First off, that. Secondly, stop overgeneralizing the Wendigo population. That is speciest.
Am I supposed to have control? Okay, now I do.
You do now.
Maybe some sense of urgency there, Chris?
No. Casual strut.
Don't move.
I got the dog is moving.
You're very quiet.
Trying not to move. I did it!
Did it.
Wow.
I did
Seeing
it!
what happens now.
Oh god!
Does he get attacked if you don't move?
Oh yeah. I think you just straight. I think, if I remember correctly, because it's been a minute. But I think if you fail that, Chris just dies.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Oh no! Oh no!
Does this happen also?
This definitely happens the other way too.
Oh no!
I kind of thought he might be able to live a little longer. Yeah, you're
Why
gonna
would-
want to.
Why would my option be to shoot the dead body?
It was the tank to make the fire.
Oh.
Which I think might have been.
Woo!
A better
That was
option.
close. Alright, I gotta concentrate. I
never even really paid attention to what the other option was. But that does make sense.
Yeah, it looked like it was shoot the body, and I was like, that's stupid. Why would I do that? Why not shoot the guy that's about to attack me?
The thing is, like, by the time you have the option to shoot it, it seems so close you just need the force to, like, get it
like,
out of your way.
You would die if you did anything else.
So, like, yeah, to me it seems like,
Yep, from the angle. See, there's propane tanks there. That's the other
I
option.
see that. I see that.
How many shotgun shells are in that shotgun?
I mean, the
Hey, I
standard
did it.
shotgun of that size could be.
He's still alive.
Chris is actually, I have no idea how Chris being alive changes anything. I've never seen Chris make it back to the house.
That's amazing.
It's really easy for Chris to die and very difficult for him to not die.
Yeah. Dragging the body. Mm-hmm.
It's dinner time!
Oh, you guys, I gotta go. It's dinner time.
So long.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Good up there right now. Understatement of the night.
Chris, where's the flamethrower guy?
Yeah,
He didn't make it? What
Nope.
happened?
the thing
Cut his head fucking right off.
tore him apart. Right in front of me.
It kicked him apart. It kicked him apart!
It was...
Right. These all
No,
doors.
don't say it. It
Are you
was...
sure?
What do you
George
think?
Washington!
Another way out.
Washington!
Key for the cable car.
No!
I don't
Josh,
get it.
he's gotta have it.
Jesus!
One of his dirty little tricks.
Alright.
Sullivan.
Uh-huh.
Fucking thing got a hold of Josh.
Then
There is a microphone, just so you're aware.
Fuck it.
Get all few things for
I'm gonna
that.
get that key right from that thing's
Great, good
goddamn
times.
bedroom, and then I'm gonna get us
Is
all the hell
that
out
dog
of
fart I'm
What is
detecting?
all that?
No, not exactly.
is that a map?
Anyway.
That guy was prepared for anything.
Oh my god.
The dog still thinks I have cheese, even though I've eaten it all now.
I was down there.
Nope, he's gone.
It was horrible.
You were?
Bye, dog.
There'd been a cave-in the 50s, I guess, and these miners got trapped down there.
Oh, we can explain all that because we
Some of them
learned all the
survived,
clues.
but, like,
Yes, because we found the clues. See, the clue system is perfect.
Plans.
It's finally relevant.
They let the miners keep working anyway. And
Is she wearing
I'm not sure
an
what it
alpaca
means,
brand,
but
like,
I found
athletic
this
shirt?
dried blood all over the place.
Possibly.
Like somebody been tortured. I'm just saying, it's weird how much crazy shit's
Why
going
are
on
we
there.
not having this conversation publicly? Do we not
Yeah,
trust
right?
specifically,
That's
like,
how I
Chris
got
and
that.
Ashley? Like,
Yeah, maybe they should fucking tell everybody that this shit is
You guys
going
know
on.
what to do.
I feel like Mike is the only one that
Yeah.
has enough
Know what
like street smarts to make it out of this
Okay.
alive by himself.
It's not safe out
Nah,
I
Chris
think
can
that's-
totally do it.
I'll be back soon.
No.
I'm kind of inclined to agree with Cotillion here. Which is disappointing only in that, like,
Hey, what happened?
I don't know that Mike deserves to live more than other people here. He kind of sucks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is Hidden Panettiere wearing a superhero
Flamethrower
costume?
dude?
Like,
like basically.
Like,
what is the
Essentially,
thing
yeah.
on her
Was it the Wendigo?
upper lower back,
Definitely not lying about that.
upper butt?
Jesus.
I think it's just
Yeah.
part of her weird
I
I
athletic
think it's
pants.
Shiny,
they're like
though.
running pants and it's like a reflector or something. So you don't
Yeah, I
hit her
think
with
it's
the
something
car.
along those lines. Ashley just picked up a random book and has decided it's important. Luckily, she's right because it's filled with clues.
No, cannibalism.
Okay, Tack, read it all.
Yeah, right.
You're gonna want to at least skim.
Oh, really? All right.
Maybe
Only
not
if
all
you-
of it. Just like pay attention to like the things that stand out.
All right. People were hunting the
Wendigo
Wendigo. I am the only one.
This guy's
Must-
a little OCD.
wait.
Well,
That's all I get? Okay. Must be contained. It must be contained. Cannibalism. When a human is desperate and craves food trapped on the mountain, fears winter storms, he's eaten nothing for many days. The Wendigo spirit will begin to possess him. Oh, I understand now. Even the strongest man is weak to it. Blah, blah, blah. I've seen
I
this
feel like-
happen.
I feel like a better way to do this is like give more time to the quote-unquote stranger, and like
Yeah.
rig up a situation where he can tell you some of this without you like literally reading exposition out of a
lot
book.
of history to this.
Amen. Amen. This is a tribe that lived in these mountains. They were shamans.
if you did that, though,
they-
you wouldn't get to use the sweet touchpad swipe.
Yeah.
And that's not true. We lit a match one time.
And it said sacred things. 1893, the miners arrived. They
Oh my
found
God,
something later. Traces of radium.
That's what a survivor looks like.
Death
the head moving
rises.
is driving me crazy.
The like shaky cam.
It's
Yeah.
It's not
good.
great. It sees
It
movement.
says that because the Wendigos are mutated from humans, when they hunt us, they know how to perfectly mimic their prey.
I don't know what the hell that's like. I know what that means in terms of the game, but I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean
Yeah.
in terms of like a concept. They're like they evolved from humans, so they have a superpower that humans don't have.
But try not to kill them. Killing a
Killing.
Wendigo.
Last resort. Why? Death releases the Wendigo
says-
spirit into the air. I have contained them. I use traps to catch them and fire to drive them.
It's
into
sort of an
cages.
extension of the curse idea he mentioned, where like
Right.
something dwells here. It's like the spirits live here, and then if you like eat human flesh, then you become a Wendigo. If there's a spirit to possess you, it's a
Yeah.
little roundabout.
Shamans wrote of rituals, native artifacts in the mountain, and copied them. Totems. Oh, bunches of herbs and feathers. I've tested them out on the mountain.
Skull
They
plus
work.
ribcage found miles apart.
I have been
Ugh.
bitten, but I did not change. The only way is to eat the flesh of another. There is no other way.
Okay.
I think that is end of book.
End of book.
What? What is it? What does it say?
Give up now. That's what it says.
Let me see that. Shit.
It says we're all fucked.
Wait, what is the part that they're reacting to?
Now.
But maybe that they're not supposed to kill them, or... So in this is the scene where if Emily's with you, and... I'm not sure if she's actually has to take any damage from the Wendigo by missing quick time actions, but like the book contains something about like, you know,
Because of your choices, people have
like
died.
you can be turned by it
I
or
don't know
something,
which
and then
was actively
like they're like, wait a
triggering
minute,
the
maybe we
event
should fucking kill
lead
Emily.
to someone's
Oh.
or possibly allowing a tragedy to occur because you couldn't lift a goddamn finger.
This implies that Josh is still alive.
Ah, interesting observation, my friend.
Remember
does
last
indeed.
year? Huh? How you left your poor sisters to die? You
In
did
fact, at this
nothing
point,
to
I would say it pretty heavily
them.
suggests that,
Paralyzed
yes.
by your own
Well, I mean, he
sense
said
of
Joshua at
fear,
the beginning of this, so
while a real
did, yes.
threat was closing in. Now
there's
it's
still
all
the
about
question
you,
of
Josh.
like,
It's always all
is
about
this
you.
an actual thing that's happening? And based on the like,
Obviously, yes, very literal. I think we can all
crazy-
agree on that.
Has gone terribly
Yeah.
wrong.
of course.
Friends like his sisters
Do you like
have
his
deserted
new
you.
haircut?
You're
It's
all
great.
alone.
Especially the get giant gash in his head.
Especially,
That's a nice touch.
especially the cut part.
You feel how
Yeah.
cold your
He has
loved
hair
ones
and then he has cut. You see.
Yeah.
Why did you
You know, I do appreciate that we played this around the spooky month, though I am a little sad that we will not have
Why
completed
did you
it by
hurt them?
Halloween.
Yeah, we hit some roadblocks there.
I didn't hurt anybody.
Oh, but of course you did.
What, you're not going
They
to give
were
them the
your
line?
friends, you misled them, you lied to them, and you put them through a night of genuine horror.
Yeah, he did do that for no reason.
Have you guys heard of that, like,
Just
quasi news story? There's like this haunted house. I think it's in the south or something.
For your sake, Joshua.
And like, if you
Find redemption.
get through the experience, you like win $20,000. But it's like just this nonsense shit show where
No,
like
that
you
sounds
sign like
horrible.
you sign like a 40-page waiver, and like they basically tell
What
you that
took
they're
you
going
so
to
long?
torture you for tasks.
Not so good.
That sounds horrible.
He's gone.
Yeah.
We're too late.
Shh, quiet.
Yeah, he.
10 hours is a long time, too. Like, if it was an hour, I'd be like, alright, I can get through most things in an hour.
Yeah,
but 10
right?
hours
Like,
is-
yeah.
That's like, you need a meal in there
What are you
somewhere.
looking for?
Another way out.
Do you have the key for the cable car?
Josh, he's gotta have it.
Is that a map?
That guy was prepared for anything.
Hey, where's the dogs? What about that guy's dogs?
You guys know what to do. Okay? It's not
Those
safe.
need
actually
them
just
dogs.
happened to be wolves that were just hanging
I'll be
out.
back soon.
I don't actually know if that's true.
They need to come help us. Oop. Karma. Only 2 hours to go, you guys. We're almost there.
It's true. Dawn's coming.
Dawn is coming.
Is that what we want to do? Like, what if we get trapped? Alright, whatever. Here we go, Mike.
Maybe the Wendigos are trapped in here with us. Is that how this works?
I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me! Ah, ah, ah. It's a Watchmen reference. Hey, did you guys watch the Watchmen show? I need to watch it. I still haven't watched it.
I haven't yet. I've heard really good things about it, but I have not watched it yet.
Yeah. It also it's a sequel to the book, not the movie, which I really appreciate.
I mean, that seems like the way to go.
I mean, the movie is very close to the book. The only major
for the most part, yeah.
The only major difference is that they make Dr. Manhattan the enemy at the end of the movie, whereas at the end of the book, Ozymandias teleports in a giant, sort of like constructed alien creature, so that, which I like better because it means that Dr. Manhattan still has a story on Earth.
I mean, like, I think a big part of it too is that, like, as weird as that twist is, and like on like one hand, I find it kind of unsatisfying, but like, on the other hand, like, it's so much more interesting. And I think, like, most people are sort of on that wavelength. I think most people like that part of that story in particular. So, like, not having that in the movie was weird.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that, like, it makes sense to me. Like, oh, hey, like, we have this very clear foil in the form of Dr. Manhattan. Why would we bother to construct a whole fucking alien on an island? Like, it just seems a little silly. Like, it seems, like, too complicated. But in the longer form comic situation, I think it works. And I also, like, Dr. Manhattan is by far my favorite part of the Watchmen series. I think he's a really interesting character.
He's really interesting,
like, I think the comedian is, like, he's fine, and everything else is, like...
Yeah, I think he's sort of, like, overrated as a character. Not that he's, like, bad, but, like, I feel like everyone latches onto him.
Yeah.
And, like, Rorschach to some extent. And, like,
yeah, right.
They're both good, but, like, I agree with you. I think Dr. Manhattan is the most interesting.
Yeah, he's really interesting. I mean, it explores like the main thing that I think that a lot of comics and things about superheroes like don't really explore is like what's it really like to be the most powerful creature on the planet.
Yeah, like the sort of existential part of being a superhero in a world where that's not what everyone is.
Right. And not only that, but they took it to the nth degree, too. Like, they literally made him a god, as opposed to just like, oh, Superman can do all these millions of things, but he still, like, looks like a human and has human experiences.
I mean, one thing I will say that I think most people will like, I think this is, like, a pretty hot take. One of the things I really like about Smallville is that, in its own way, I feel like it kind of addresses that. Like, it's scaled down because, like, you know, he's young Superman coming into his powers and he doesn't even have all his powers for a lot of that.
Right.
But, like, I feel like they do interesting stuff on that spectrum that I appreciate that makes that show interesting to me. It's one of the... To me, it's maybe the most interesting, like, Superman thing that I've come across.
I can appreciate that. So,
and it's specifically for that reason. It's not that I think it's, like, the greatest Superman story. But, like, it makes him, like, relatable and asks these interesting questions about what that means.
Yeah, I mean, it humanizes him, which is, is like...
I think that's really important to Superman because it's so easy for him to just be the guy who, like, punches all his problems to death, which is what so many Superman things become, and it's kind of stupid.
Right, exactly. So, my whole point is that I really like that it's following the book and not the movie because it... You know, I haven't seen the first episode, obviously, but it opens up the possibility for reintroducing Dr. Manhattan as a character, whereas in the movie they basically made it impossible for him to come back.
Now, I will say, I haven't seen it either. I have the impression it seems unlikely that will happen, but I would like for that to happen.
I feel like I saw one of the trailers where they like you saw like a blue leg or something like that. Like there was some indication.
A blue CGI Wang.
Well, yeah, that too. I feel like there was some indication that he actually like might be coming back. Either way, I like the fact that it leaves it open for that because I think that's more interesting. Anyway, I'm excited to watch it. I think it's going to be really good. and I've heard really good things about the first episode, which is very heartening. I'm also, speaking of HBO, super pumped for the His Dark Materials show. Did you guys read those books when you were kids?
I didn't. I think our friend Justin didn't he? Wasn't he big on those two?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I should talk to him about that. Drew,
You
did you
should.
ever read it?
I think he did.
Cotillion, did you ever read it?
No, I was a little too old for them when they came out.
I just don't read books.
Yeah, I didn't
Well, I
read
say
too many
that-
books, but I did.
I say
read
that
every different
having
books.
started reading Harry Potter while I was in high school, so. But I feel like Harry Potter was.
Harry Potter is just a little different. I mean, like, it's
Yeah.
just like a big cultural thing. It's sort of everyone's...
J.K. Rowling
for
went on record
Prom.
saying that she didn't intend them to be children's books.
Right.
Yeah.
Tek.
Yes?
Never mind.
I don't know what he was going to say.
I mean, I don't have an option to not do this.
Yeah,
so-
I see that.
What, were you
Can't
Just
not
going-
go. He's already torch.
were you
Just
afraid
going
that I
to
was going
remind
to
you
explode?
about that scene where he lights a lighter and everything explodes, and that was a
Yeah.
death totem.
Good enough.
Yeah, but
Well-
I don't think he was holding a torch when that happened, was he? I thought it was like...
I mean, all I saw was he was holding a lighter.
Yeah, he was also being attacked at that moment. I don't.
Yeah, I think he was.
I understand your concern, but I think we were all right. Clearly, we are. Now I've got a
Yeah.
fire and a boomstick, so all is well with the world. I don't know where I'm supposed
Boomstick
to
with
go
2
now,
shots.
though.
He didn't even take any shells. He like picked them up and there was like, nah. I don't need
It
more
was
than
like
2.
vaguely implied that shotgun ammo was acquired for the purposes of this game.
Yeah.
Hey, now you can light the cigar! Wouldn't that be really funny if that was like the whole point of the torch?
Yeah.
Then he just like
Uh,
sits here and smokes it, and then Dawn comes and he's like, "Where's that helicopter? Shit."
What's my goal here? I feel like I've.
I think you are trying to get somewhere on the opposite wall from here. I think one of those gates is your goal, even though I don't think you could open it before.
Like over here?
I think so. I remembered, like, broadly where you're trying to... Yeah. I don't think it would let you go in this one before, but I think this is where you're supposed to go.
You know what book series I did read? Actually, I guess just a trilogy. It wasn't a.
Gary Potter, his less popular, less famous, like, third cousin.
Oh, hey, they're there.
So I was. Hey, you found him. Good job. I was.
If you don't befriend him, I wonder if he
seen it
eats
again,
you
huh?
Hmm,
here.
probably.
Hey. I was hoping I'd run into you
Sorry.
again.
Sorry to interrupt your book.
That just looks like a feral wolf.
Yeah, it doesn't look... It doesn't look domesticated at all.
All right. Here's the plan. I happen to see a map of this place. So
Uh-huh.
We're not flying blind. There should
He
be
does not speak
a way
English,
to
he's a dog.
psychiatric wing that'll take us right outside the mine.
He just
You
he's
don't know.
not. I mean,
gentlemen.
dogs understand some things, but like,
Couldn't have said it better myself.
You know what's really tragic about this? That dog actually reads English, but it doesn't speak it. If he had
He's
just
reading
written
the-
that down, he'd be like, okay, got it.
he's reading the subtitles. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Bye, dog.
I don't know about you. I mean, like, I have pretty good spatial awareness, but, like, if I just, like, look at some, like, old weird map without the context of even being in the place, like, real briefly for, like, a minute or less,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
not-
I'd say, like, I've looked at a map and, like, we're not flying blind now.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I looked at a map and, like, I think we're going to, like, the far side of the building, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Boy, calm down.
I looked at a map. It's not helpful, but I looked at it.
I once looked at a map. That's about as helpful as what he did.
I'd like to point out you have 1 shotgun shell now.
No,
At least
no, no.
loaded.
He like touched some shotgun shells, so we're
This
fine.
side.
By the way, if you're gonna be tracking that, have fun.
There goes
Just
nothing.
all I'm gonna say is have fun with that notion.
Yeah, I mean, Chris was like pretty.
Awesome.
By the way, do you like this weird like airlock situation in this mental asylum?
Yeah, it's great. Wait, what about the dog?
I mean, that seems reasonable.
All right, the dog will probably get through that now.
They have that in, well, on TV show prisons. I assume it's based on reality.
Dude got moves.
They have, layered gates.
It might be a
I
thing.
don't know. The mechanism just seems really crummy. I mean, like I realize it's supposed to be old, but like it seems like something prone to breaking even without like decades of disrepair.
Yeah, there was no reason that should have worked. Pulling that lever should have done anything.
No, it basically should have done nothing.
You know, I listened to a really interesting podcast recently, 99% Invisible. You should all listen to it if you don't. All about
it's my
insane
blood
asylums. Oh boy, Blackwood Sanatorium. Yeah, so sanatoriums and shit. What did it say? Wait, how do I
hit that R1 button?
R1, got it. Where is it? This one. The reported Dr. Bones here has several serious irregularities in some patients, blah, blah, blah.
Highly irregular.
The patients show admitting something. Alright, it's not relevant.
My favorite part is, like, there's like a coffee cup ring on it, and in it, someone wrote, "They should be dead!"
Yeah, good stuff. Oh my!
Well, we now know what happened to both of the dogs.
Oh, sorry, Fido. Oh.
So, here's a question.
Yes.
If dog is cannibal dog, will dog become Wendigo?
Ooh, Wendigo dog. Maybe.
Ooh.
Does it become Wendigo dog or regular Wendigo? Like a people Wendigo?
Wendigog? Wendidog? Wendog? Wendigo?
Wendy dog?
Wendy dog? Wendawoof? Woofdigo?
The way this game handles, like, observing a thing makes that really weird. He's like, "This is horrible," and then he just silently stares at it. Yes, I don't like this at all. Still no reaction.
I mean, I'm supposed to go... Oh, there's nowhere to go here. Oh, what's this say? Let us out. We are starving. Freezing. I will make you pay. Stop testing us now. That's pretty scary. So I listened to the 99% Invisible episode that talked all about sanatoriums and like how we got to this point where like there's lots of sanatoriums in the country and they're all like abandoned. And it was pretty interesting. And apparently a lot of them were built based on this one guy's philosophy.
That sounds right.
Who thought... Oh, I see one.
Oh, yeah, there's one.
Who thought that by building them in a really grand and nice and visually appealing way that it would be curative to the patients. And that they would come in and they'd hang out and they'd get treatment and they would, hang out in the woods and, like, walk around in these, like, nice marbled palaces and then, like, leave eventually. But, like, they never left, so it became a problem real quick.
I can't remember who it was, but there's some guy who, like, famously, like, toured the country, like, giving people, like, lobotomies because it was just, like, his idea that was, like, how you fucking fixed people. And, like, he did this to, like, just tons of people, like, a horrifying number of people.
Jesus.
And, like, I feel like in this era, when like, sanatoriums became big and, like, before that, like, when people started to look into curing that sort of situation, like,
yeah,
it was, like, the Wild West, and, like, no one knew what the fuck was going on, so it was all pretty much, like, one person's idea, and a lot of them were just based on almost nothing.
Yeah.
They were basically just experimentation in and of themselves.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. Like, oh, he's climbing on the walls. The shit that humans did to each other...
Yeah.
It's just nuts. It's just straight up nuts.
Nurse comes back, she's like, oh no.
What is going on around here?
See, at this point I don't feel like that's, like, that much of a revelation.
Yeah.
We've seen a goddamn Wendigo. I mean, I guess he hasn't gotten a close look yet. Chris did.
It's just like, the whole time, like, crazy shit has happened, and people have been like, oh, that's scary. And then, like, finally he has, like, a legitimate reaction, and it's to, like, something that they already knew. Like, the one time it's not new information, he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
What is that?
It's like, alright, guys. Am I going back the way I came?
Yes.
Yes, I am. Okay, that was fun. Where'd the dog go?
He went on ahead. He already knew all this stuff about Wendigos. He was reading the subtitles.
I see.
Hey, Cotillion, what was that book that you mentioned earlier?
Yeah, you were talking about a book and we interrupted you.
Oh, yeah, I was age appropriate for them when they were out. I guess I don't know when they came out, to be honest with you, but they were out when I was age appropriate for them. Was the A Wrinkle in Time
Oh
trilogy.
yeah, yeah. I read the first one.
All three of them are so good, especially as a kid, because it's a really good gateway into science fiction that's also kind of steeped in real life math, in real science.
That's kind of cool. I never read any of them. I feel like I only heard about them in, like, after a point where they were like age appropriate or whatever.
It was assigned reading.
Do you think there's a Wendigo in that box?
There's definitely not a Wendigo in the box. It's a fucking rat. Oh, hello!
Found you a Wendigo. It's like the only not naked Wendigo.
Alright, well, I'm glad that I didn't waste my one bullet on the fucking rat. Or
Vasco
not one bullet.
would have us
clearly.
believe you have a magical
one
gun.
bullet, huh?
Yeah, right. I don't know. Straight ahead.
What happens if you don't pick something? Because there's definitely a time on that.
I don't know. In the other instances where, like, a Wendigo is forcing you down one path or another, like, the Wendigo sort of appears on one path and forces you down the other eventually. So maybe that just happens here if you let the timer run out? I don't know.
I wonder what would happen if I hadn't shot him. If they clearly don't do anything.
Bullet count is at 2, by the way.
Right.
Shotgun shell count is at 2.
Yeah, and that's clearly a double-barreled
3,
shotgun.
because he didn't... They never showed him reloading it after he shot the door open.
That's true.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
there were
already a
couple
magical gun.
Sure, I mean, there were a couple cuts there where I could imagine he did, but we did not see that. Well, we'll definitely count that as 3 shells used. Yeah.
Where's the dog?
Didn't make it.
Wait, we're really gonna open
This
the...
seems not great.
Well, we shot him and made him annoyed and he left briefly.
What? I don't understand what...
He's annoyed. He's the Pizza Hut
Avoid the noid?
mascot.
Shoot you!
I definitely remember going through this portion of the game and having a very similar thought to you, that, like, you had to be really careful with the bullets. You know, we had that thing with the rifle earlier in the game,
Right.
Yeah.
where it was just like, oh man, you get that one shot, and so, like, I thought for sure that, like, again, that was going to be a thing, and the game had sort of taught you that, especially, like, the way you just pick up a handful of ammo or whatever, it's like, shell count is at 5.
What was that?
That was really
He
close.
was remembering that he had a machete is what that was.
Oh, I'm with the dog, apparently.
Did you lose the gun?
Nope, still got the gun.
Nah, he's holding it.
Good job.
Maybe
You
the-
didn't help at all.
Maybe the dog should fucking help. Oh, we're gonna get
What do you
another
mean?
don't move situation.
Now we're just like literally being Jurassic Park.
Yep.
No.
Where's that like drawer with 1,000 ladles in it?
Pretty sure he can very clearly see me.
Don't move.
I mean, he can definitely like
get
even
it.
from his perspective, you see like a heat signature
Yeah,
that's
like,
moving
very
as clear to your
clearly.
head. Why even was that there?
Why was it moving? He wasn't touching anything.
Yeah, like it's not like you nudged it and knocked it over or something. It just like appeared fully formed and rolling off the thing.
Also, where's the dog is just fine.
Yeah, and the dog knew not to move because it's been reading the subtitles. It says don't move.
Oh man, this game.
Come on, you son of a bitch.
Am I in control? I can never tell. Guess not.
Where are you?
I would love for this just to turn into a first-person shooter right now, or just fucking fighting off the Wendigos. I think that would be fucking great. I would enjoy the hell out of that.
It'd be interesting.
Just turns
I think
into
I'd be-
Doom.
Yeah, right.
Damn it.
Death metal intensifies.
Yeah, right? I would be so into that.
What?
What?
Check, you gonna check out the new Doom when it comes out?
Oh, hell yeah, you know that. I still haven't
soonish,
played the
isn't
VR
it?
version.
Does anyone know when the new Doom comes out? It's soon.
I think it's soon. I mean, I guess like, we've clearly learned that shooting him is, like, not relevant, so might as well. Like, I could
Yeah,
not
but
shoot him there.
you have a magic gun, so it doesn't matter. You're not... It's 6 of 1, you know?
The magic gun does
One at a time, boys.
reduce the fear factor
Enough of me for
somewhat
all of you.
significantly, I would say.
I definitely... Okay. Ooh. gonna say, I pressed the button in time. There's some shit going on, man. Also, when people are attacking you from every angle, maybe you shouldn't walk closer to any of the...
Yeah,
units.
maybe just stay in the middle hallway.
Aha! Fuck you! Oh, you're chained, are you? I'll just shoot you for no reason.
Shell count is at 8, by the way.
Oh, damn it!
Heck, what'd you do?
I missed just by a really
And now
short
Mike
minute.
is deaf in that ear.
Oh well. He's got another one.
No, it's a magic gun, you see.
All right, it has no concussion for the
Yeah, not for the user.
Doge to the rescue.
Yeah, I completely believe that.
Uh-huh. Are we gonna do something? He's just gonna stand there for some reason.
Not good.
Oh, it's
Got
fine.
you. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. That's not good. Oh no! Oh no! Yes!
Hey, you knifed him. You knifed him a question.
Oh, now I don't have a knife now though. So that butterfly effect because I didn't have a knife.
Huh. I don't think I've seen that exact outcome of like stabbing your way out of that situation.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm over. I don't get a knife now.
I don't remember if you need that. Off the top of my head.
Probably do. Okay, so it very clearly wanted me to go over there, but is there anything over here?
Like a totem of your impending death or something?
No, I don't see
Like a
anything.
hidden
I want to say
chest?
no. I don't remember it. But I don't think I found all of them either, so...
That's the hidden chest that has the hook shot in it. It's really
Yeah.
easy to miss.
Yeah, right.
It could be.
See, that's one of the things that I don't like about this sort of game, where like the story is really important, and like the flow of the game gets totally ruined when I get control because I'm like, okay, now I have to explore every room. Whereas like in any other situation, I would be like, GT the FO.
It's
RN.
one thing, like, you know, with the benefit of hindsight for, like, the entirety of everything Telltale has done, like, definitely some flaws in that system. I feel like one of the biggest ones being that they just, like, made everything real boilerplate once they found something that they thought was effective as, like, a framework for it. They didn't take a lot of chances making any of the stories feel like they played differently, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, the fact that, like, you just were in the moment at all times and, like, didn't have to do a lot of that fiddly shit, like, I think that was an effective choice for this general type of game.
Where's the dog?
It just shows up when you need it. It annoys me too. It's like a living continuity error.
Yeah, really.
So, Vasco, how much of the Borderland
I never finished it. I only did the first chapter? Maybe I did 2? I did 2.
I think the main character's name in that is Reese.
Okay.
He shows up in Borderlands 3,
Yeah.
Buddy,
and at the
See, dog's
end
back.
of
it's alright.
at the end of the story, the first story part
Yeah, I'll
where
catch you on
you
the flip side.
interact with him in 3, he asks you a question, and he says, "What do you think about my mustache?" 'Cause it's been kind of an ongoing joke since you meet him in the game.
Right.
And you can tell him you like it or you can tell him you hate it, and whatever you pick,
He will
you get
remember
a
that.
little, yeah, you get a little prompt that says, "Reese, remember this."
Do you really? Oh, that's so
Yeah.
good. That's my favorite Telltale
Oh my
thing.
God.
That, like, awful meme of just, like, so-and-so will remember this. I really appreciated the few times in those games where it would change it, and it would be like, so-and-so will never forget this, or something like that. Or, like, I think there was once a character who had memory issues, and it was like, so-and-so probably won't remember this.
Oh no, I let the spirit out.
Oh,
You did
way
release a
to
spirit
go.
of at least one Wendigo, minimum one Wendigo.
That was a mistake. I should have just shot the Wendigo.
Interesting. I think when I played through that, I just shot it. Hey. Do you guys remember Jessica?
Oh my god, she's still alive.
She's still alive.
How is she still alive?
It's a good question. But I think Cotillion had a question for me regarding this many episodes ago. Do you remember when it was? Also, shell count is at 12.
I do not remember. I mean, I guess the guy, like, saved her from the Wendigos, is what happened?
Well, like, the Wendigo was, like, gonna try to eat her, but you chased her quickly enough because of the choices you made that you spooked it off, I guess?
Hmm.
Come on, guys, hurry up.
If you're, like, a
Everybody
little
fight.
too slow,
Come on.
she's just dead. She's just dead and you'll never see her again.
Got it.
I'm kind of giving out here, guys. I think maybe you should go on without me.
What? Chris, don't give me that bullshit. Yeah, we're not fucking leaving you,
No,
you
we're not
monster.
leaving. We're sticking together. Mike will just have to wait.
Yeah, okay. Okay, great. Well, I think that's a place
yeah.
to do it.
I think that is a place. Yes, let's look into her spooky Battle Angel Aelita face.
What do you think, Ashley? Is it time to wait until the next episode? That's the best she can do.
That's
the best.
That's pretty good, I guess.
I like how her eyes have to lead the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
well,
how my head works. I can only
it's
look where
definitely-
my
well,
eyes are going.
It's just like a normal human, you guys. Humans can't look directly at a thing. They can only look everywhere but it. So
Yeah, and their vision is based on movement, just like the Wendigo.
No,
right, yeah.
Like, she can't lift
because
her
the
head
Wendigo
without-
evolved from humans. What a weird sentiment.
it's just funny that she can't lift her head without her eyes like propelling the head up first.
Yep.
It's real weird. It's real weird.
All right. Well, join us and Ashley next time.
As dawn approaches. I like how she doesn't actually have
Whoa.
any frame of reference. What
You
the
guys,
They turned lights.
fuck? Wait, there were lights here?
there were lights this whole time.
There's only been one light source at all times. You can't just add a light source, game. Especially not
What?
at the 11th hour. What kind of plot hole is that?
What even? There was a fucking light switch by the goddamn door the whole goddamn time.